We're going to look at opposite operations or inverse operations. They're really important in algebra. An inverse operation are opposite operations that undo each other. So if you've added something to a number, if you would like, or to anything, if you'd like to undo that, you subtract the exact same thing. If you subtract something from a number, if you want to undo that, add. You'd add the number. If you multiply something by any number, if you want to undo that, you divide. If you want to get back to where you start, you divide. And if you're dividing, you want to do the opposite, which is multiplying to undo the operation. And in algebra, we're all over the place. We're doing opposite operations to solve equations, to work out problems. We have to think really carefully about opposite operations. Now, I want you to consider this mathematical machine here. We start with a number, and then we do an operation to it, and it becomes some other number. Then we do another operation to it, and it ends up as an output, kind of. We call it a mathematical machine because it's got something you put in and something that comes out. And this is called a function in mathematics. Well, 5 times 3 is 15, and 15 plus 4 is 19. Well, what if we wanted to go back? What if we wanted to undo that and go back to the number 5? What would we do? Well, instead of adding 4, we'd subtract 4. And so 19 minus 4 would get us to 15, that thing that we had in the middle here. And then the opposite of multiplying is dividing. Those are opposite operations, this dividing by 3. So we go 15 divided by 3, and it gets us right back to the beginning. So the opposite of multiplying is dividing. The opposite of adding is subtracting, and vice versa. But if I had something like squaring, if I was taking this number and multiplying it by itself, the opposite would be square rooting. If I was cubing a number, taking a number and multiplying it by itself, say like 5 cubed would be 125. If I wanted to do the opposite, I'd take the cubed root of 125. It would send me right back to 5. So the opposite operation undoes, kind of reverses the process. Okay, so that's opposite operations. And we have quite a few questions and problems that we're going to do like this um, with flowcharts in class. So I hope this helps.